It says failed to fetch board, but I'm here.
It probably didn't load something on the far end of the map or something.
Am I wiggling my guy? Okay. I'm slapping my little guy around.
I don't know. Mackin's fucking part cow right now. I'm on the beach. I'm sunning. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure everyone could see me smacking my little guy around.
All right. With Kamatha no longer being a real like player character, just a heads up. She had the request of one. She wanted me to tell you all you guys goodbye, and I told her to, if you really care about them, tell them yourself. But whatever. She says bye. Also, she requested that we kill off her character and split the items that were on her person. I am not going to give in to that request. I will at least split her loot. As for Kamatha, she herself finds eventually in the tower will find like a strange cloud of, I don't know, unstable mana or something, and just like shift planes or something. Oh yeah. Like all that teleport is taken care of, and but I will say, Trent was right earlier. You guys no longer have your teleport friend. So that said, farewell Kamatha, and hello. I'm trying to think of what she had on her. I know she had like the necrotic book from that chest in the chest that Ungabunga found and unlocked the one that kept trying to kill him. Huh? Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna hold anything out. Like, if you guys have particular people you want stuff to go to, then that's up to you guys. Basically, as she vanishes, her pack drops to the ground, and she herself and her worn equipment vanish.
I don't know what she had.
She had that book.
Not my gauntlets, no.
You know what? Those dropped to the ground too. I forgot about those. Yeah, so Deep Crystal Gauntlets, the Necrotic Book. She had several texts, but I can't remember what they are. I know she was like basically collecting a library. I know some of it was from like Camelot and the more deep stories from there. But you guys have mostly dealt with Camelot and its history. You only have like one real loose end to tie up there still, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Not every quest has to be done in one visit.
Yeah.
So I guess pretty much that's it. I know she had a number of scrolls, but I cannot even begin to remember which ones they were. But that said, farewell, Kamatha. Now moving on to where we are today. I know that Mackett and friends, looks like Guard Naaman and Arthur, who is unfortunately not here today. At least it seems. You know what? I'm going to give him a quick call and just see if I can get him here.
Yeah,
So
I was about to say, me, Guard, and Arthur are at the beach. Mackett is currently half cow, and he is half dog.
Yeah, true. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to hop call and try and call him. BRB.
Okay. I think it was one of the, like, in the fairy place, right?
Yeah, fucking fairies. Well, no, I'm going to go fight the spirit of water because remember Earth Mommy said, "Go get him now, otherwise bad things happen." So I'm like, "Oh, a surprise!" And I was bringing Arthur along because if I'm going to fight a spirit of water, water breathing potion might fucking help something. Well, that sucks, I guess. Like,
I am referring. Arthur is on his way. He forgot that today was Sunday, and he was apparently up at his school practicing one of his various instruments, and lost track of the day and time. So,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
he said he'll be back in about 20 minutes. He's going to grab some food and then make his way over.
Sweet.
So, Mackett will not have to adventure basically alone with NPC, which is good for him.
I would have made do.
I had several people talk at once. What was that? Okay. The Ring of Authority was the command spell on a ring, usable once or twice per day. I have no idea. King Stones. It is. Oh, that is. I was looking at somebody's sheet the other day that has it.
That ain't me.
It's either Arthur or Unga. It's one of the two.
I'm thinking I have to use a lot of goddamn wisdom for naturalist.
Oh yeah, Mackett did multi-class last time we were all together. All right. So that said, I guess we'll go ahead and start with the people that are headed towards the tower first. Hopefully Arthur will be here by then, and we can continue Mackett and Arthur's adventure together. Sound good with everybody?
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
All right. As for Ungabunga, we will say for all intents and purposes that as you guys approach the tower itself, there is like a looming fear, like an internal memory that is slowly playing with his mind as he looks upon this place. Somehow, it's familiar to him, and somehow he doesn't want to go near it. Here we could say that part of his like diviner instincts, like from his class, he can sense the pure evil coming from this place, and he feels it's a horrible idea to go in. So he volunteers to guard the wagon and your personal belongings.
You guys certainly won't need a tank in this entire thing, right?
That's true. He does have a fucking Mage Slayer. All right. So with that, Murr and Sherman.
Yeah.
Hold on. I actually have to pull my notes up for this, so give me 2 seconds.
He prepared.
Are
It's not
Are
good.
you guys getting the heebie-jeebies yet?
Oh shit, Jody has to pull out notes. Holy fuck.
I'm suddenly very uncomfortable.
thought that's right. I have to download these notes. 2 seconds.
Last time Jody pulled out notes where you had to fight a gelatinous cube that fucking healed of electricity.
Sure, if you guys want to camp out here, that's okay. Fair enough. Those are usable with, I don't remember if it's short or long rest, so just whatever your notes say. That will be in source material?
That's okay.
Oh, well, you are in a forest. You want to do a survival check, see if you can find something to hunt? Sure. Hey, you also have a fellow who's quite the gunman next to you.
Yeah.
And quite attuned with the nature a good bit as well.
I'll just walk up and ask a deer to drop dead. Okay. Can I do like a quick scrounge around and see if I can find at most mid-sized animal?
Sure. Given that it's the forest in a valley with ample water and safe spots to climb and stuff like that, you feel like there would be probably a good bit of game in here. That said, give me a survival check.
Oh, damn.
Got any inspirations?
I mean, yeah, I'll use one. But oh, fuck. So 3, it was a 5 before. Now it's a 10.
Hey, a 10 is pretty good. Looking around, you can hear the grunting of a wild boar somewhere in the bushes.
Oh, that's bigger than I was looking for. But I guess we'll figure it out. I'm sure Mur knows how to cure meat. May I attempt to kill it?
Sure. After some looking around and kind of scrounging towards the noise, you do hear it get further away at some points. Sometimes it gets really close. After a while of tracking, you do finally lay eyes upon the beast. It is a mostly black pig with pink spots here and there. It has like a lot of like fat on its face, so its eyes are like really squinted closed, and it's got the floppy ears.
I hope he doesn't expect to be able to do something with this head, because I want this thing to die fast, and my weapons aren't exactly the cleanest.
Hey, go ahead and give me an attack roll, buddy.
Damn. Now you get me a high roll. 26?
Yes, sir. With good precision, you lock on where you need to, you fire the trigger, and next thing you know, with a loud squeal and a loud thump on the earthen floor, Your prey has fallen.
Well, I would start dragging it back to where Mur is.
Fair enough. After a few minutes of finding your way back, you start following the smell of smoke. It is clear that there is a small campfire nearby, and given that it is starting to get into the late afternoon, which I need to set the board for that, as we are currently having the sun out of the east. But given that it is early afternoon, uh, you're actually able to see kind of the glow of the fire in the shadow of the tower itself.
Hmm.
Very well. You have ample materials here. Feel welcome to give me a profession roll with advantage. This is some of the freshest, nice meat that you've had contact with in a while. This is actually a very high quality find that Sherman found.
Sweet.
Fair enough. Between this boar and whatever rest of material you have, which I know you carry around a lot of food, but like even if it's not very much ingredients, you're able to make not only a huge feast, but you're able to very well cure and smoke some meat afterward, uh, providing not only a feast for now, but also several meals worth of rations for later. Yes, sir. Fully butchering with a roll like that, uh, we'll say you can get like 30 servings if you want to carry that weight around. Yes, sir. Like I said, very high quality find. That would be on the cart in Mackett's cart that he found slash stole.
I knew we needed at least 2 of those. You always need at least 2.
There is Ungabunga's owl chest that he can open with his wand, and if you ask him to, he will.
That is magical storage. I know it's not like infinite storage, like that kind of magic, but
Yeah, it basically makes whatever is inside kind of weightless as far as the outside. It has a limit, but at least it's weightless. You only have to worry about the weight of the chest itself. Sure. With a wave of his wand, he opens it for you. Uh, you're able to put this preserved boar within among the other contents, which I believe is probably like some types of ore and stuff. But using maybe some leather from the boar itself, you're able to make a nice dividing line to preserve it well.
So now we have 29 slabs of boar meat because Unga Bunga just eats one to himself.
Yeah, probably. As far as like rations from not only making this feast, but like having little side meals from it, uh, these in themselves would count as little meals as long as you drink something with it. I'll say that has all those side ingredients with it. Um, but these will count as meals as long as you drink something with it, and I'll say you have at least 7 of those. No worries.
I'll take water or cider.
Apple juice.
Yeah, apple juice. But I do
Sure.
mean non-alcoholic.
Yeah, that's fine. You boil down some apple cider, mixing in just a touch of vinegar. Who knows where you got it
Hell
from? Who
yeah.
cares? You make a nice soury drink specifically for Sherman to enjoy. This will, of course, substitute the ale that goes along. Did it say what kind of rest?
How much temp HP? Okay. Ah.
Give me 2 seconds here. Heals to each in a party while resting. So yeah, it can be a short or long rest. I guess it just depends on how much time you guys want to rest.
I mean, would it be a short rest for however long it takes him to cook this?
Sure, it'll probably take about an hour.
Okay, I could do a short rest. Or do you need a rest, Mer? Okay, well then short rest.
All right. After about an hour's time, the sun starts to hang lower in the sky, casting a much more widespread shadow across the land from the tower. At this point, where you guys have set up camp, it could practically be nightfall as far as the environments around you. The tower looms ominously in the distance. You can see small lights appearing in countless windows along the verticality of it. But you do enjoy your feast. It is quite scrumptious. And what was that? You said advantage against fear on the next time it would happen? Fair enough. Alright, that's understandable. That's probably why I made it possible to use on a short rest as well. So you can have multiple feasts a day. Alright. So what would you guys like to do now?
As ready as I can be. I've witnessed many things.
Now, Myrrh, something for you to know is that since the last time you've seen the tower in person, it looks like it's doubled in height. That being said, let me go ahead and get you guys over to the Tower of Karma map itself.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy glue.
Let's see, let me set the lighting to be proper, because last time I was here, I was using it for building.
Jody,
Yeah.
you're still here in front
Still
of
where?
the entrance. Look, that's you down there.
Oh yeah, true. I had him there for scale.
Yeah. Well, you're still here in creative mode, building stuff as we show up. And boats.
True. Very true. You'll see eventually.
Oh, is that like is that assets for a different place?
Nope.
Oh. Well, that's concerning.
These are things that are actually here.
I am an adult. I am an adult.
Hello, adult here, adult here.
Oh shit, that exposure went way too high. There we go. Hey, I forgot to set the door to be closed. Give me 2 seconds.
I think it'll be there eventually. I just gotta go grab Nasdaq first.
Sure. And like, just because you guys get here doesn't necessarily mean you have to enter immediately. Now, that said, let me do some scene setting here. For the rest of you players, if you want, you are welcome to come over to this map and have kind of a look-see of what they're seeing, because, well, the setup of things is very
Absolutely
often
not.
one
I
of
want
the
to be a surprise.
fair enough. Um, that said, uh, Sherman, Murr, as you two prepare yourselves, Unga can't help but seem to stare that 1,000-yard veteran stare towards this tower. He doesn't want to break the camp. He offers to tend to the fire and uh, keep the cart ready to go, as it were, in case you guys got to get out of there fast.
Understood.
All right. As you two wander off, I assume you head that way.
Yeah, I'd at least like to have a look inside and get an idea of what we're going to be dealing with.
Fair enough. What about you, Murray? You ready to meander over? Fair enough. As you two leave your campsites and start wandering towards the tower itself, you notice that, very similar to what you experienced in Romero, the plants and trees, the foliage seems to recede. Plants start looking sick, aged, and even the grass begins to look crumbly. Sherman disappeared.
Yeah, that was the wrong me.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Hey.
Can't remember where Hero Forge minis are. They're there. Found them. All right, I got it. Oh. Oh, dope.
True.
Okay, good to go.
Woo. All right. But the foliage begins to recede. Plants begin looking more and more bare. Until finally, you stumble out of the bramble, weeds, and dead trees, escaping the Forest of Karma once again, out onto what looks like a a rather nice looking bridge, or at least at one point in time it looked this way, or looked nice. You see the pathway is lined on the edge of the water by what looks like just baskets of purple crystals. They're enchanted to glow. At once they might have looked peaceful, but with the darkness here, they just look kind of ominous. Uh, Ahead of you lies a completely leaf-barren, but also looks like at one point was a fancy archway of sorts, complete with hedges and, uh, you know, oh, it was beautiful at one point. Beyond that, you see the foreboding entrance of the tower itself, or at least you assume it's the entrance. Something very large and gate-like, but clearly made of stone from this distance, stands imposingly before you.
Huh.
How much healing do you have, Sherman?
Like, how much can I heal? Like, self-healing? Oh. No. Dope.
Hell yeah.
What are the healing things? They're greater healing potions.
Is it 44 plus 4?
Yeah. All right, dope rope. Belt.
Alright.
I hope you don't have
Ah, yes. Smart.
It's very, very
Eh. Okay. I'm good to go.
out of everyone else. I'm glad at least you're here.
I appreciate that.
Honestly, the one I trust the most.
Thank you.
And I'll like disrobe my head. You'll see like my gelatinous head.
I'll look a little confused at you, and then like, do you often need to take that off?
No,
I've never seen you remove it before.
there's no point of hiding who I am.
Ah. Well, I guess it's good to finally see you.
Aww.
Look forward to getting
Sure. Uh, you can't help but notice that as you get closer and closer towards the tower, the more dark it seems to get. In fact, when you stop and take a look at the big picture of everything, there's a strange, almost purplish fog emanating from the walls of the tower itself.
Ah.
Alright, so, I guess for you guys' character's sake, feel welcome to go ahead and move your white slider on the side up to 115 tiles.
115.
Yeah, fair enough. At that point, if you want, feel free to zoom out and just get like a kind of a sense of just how enormous this is for you guys to like look at. I'd like recommend afterwards, just like moving your slider back down and like really zooming in like right up behind your character and just I don't know. It's a big place. Yeah, that's one of the big downsides.
I would love to have that perspective.
What is control for it? I've never Googled it. QE or it's
Whoa.
camera. Did someone see how tall the tower is?
Well, I mean, I saw it originally. I'm now seeing other things.
Oh,
I've ascended. This is where I've always meant to be. No, put the thing. Ooh, right there.
you good?
Yeah, I'm playing around. Don't worry.
Okay, no problem. All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. They'll probably add it someday. Who knows? That said, uh, as you guys get closer, that's just one thing you notice is that it continually gets more and more dark until you're able to see maybe about 10 feet around you in this thick magical darkness. And I know some of y'all have like stuff to see in dark. That's fine. But this is very clearly a black obstructive fog.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, sounds good. Yes, sir. Oops. There we go. That kind of helps paint the picture without obscuring too much. As you approach, you do see a figure standing before you. It looks like there's a large round shield on his back. His cloak whips slightly in the arcane winds coming from this doorway.
I do. Well, a lot of people have their own reasons for doing just about anything.
Sure. Are you being stealthy or are you just walking up? Sure. You're welcome to roll stealth.
Seeing him trying to be sneaky, I'm going to not approach nearly as fast as he is.
Fair enough. All right. You make your way sneakily up to him. It seems like he doesn't notice you. You're about 10 feet away. This fellow looks like, well, upon his shield, you can see uh, a white dragon skull upon it. The mouth of the skull is open, and it seems to like have a painting of a radiant light coming from its mouth. You can make your assumptions. The dragon clans typically have dragon skulls as their uh, symbols, much like how the dark dragons do that you've seen. Um, in fact, if you give me a memory check, I know of at least one place you've seen this.
That's just a count.
Sir, 23. All right. You reach far back into your mind for a few moments, although, the matter at hand, you sneaking up on him, you gotta think quick. You do glimpse the town of Drogan in your mind, the original home of the Light Dragons. Um, your mind remembers an old man with a book which had a blue sapphire upon it. You remember that this sapphire was in the mouth of a white dragon skull on the front of this book.
Or like, I'm going to like approach from the side and be like, so you also have to stay the wizard.
As you approach from the side, the figure says nothing. He stands uh, rigid, looking straight directly at the tower itself. A look of determination is spread across his face.
While I'm just standing there.
The figure does not seem to respond to you. Um, Now that you mention it, it seems like his cloak is moving in the wind, but he himself is just kind of standing there very rigidly. Uh, I'd say with another step, you probably could get a good look. All right. You peer forward, trying hard to see through the fog. You see he doesn't move a muscle. He doesn't move an inch, a centimeter, nothing. His eyes look almost, perhaps, made of stone.
Well, Sherman, it's a taste of respect.
Can I like touch him?
Sure, the moment you put your hands upon him, you can't help but feel as if you're touching a statue, but it's wearing a warrior's clothing, as if, the person itself is petrified or a statue, but the clothing and gear are not.
Oh,
So we can take your shit if you're saying.
I think you could probably rip his clothing off of him, but, poor bastard.
And what about his shield? Does it only have the insignia? Does it
Um, I didn't really consider that. Give me a luck roll.
give me good luck? That's not good luck. Okay, luck. 62.
Nah, it just seems to be a simple shield, although the framework of it looks to be a familiar metal, very similar to what Camille wears. It is a very dark green. You can tell that at least the rim of this shield and the center metal grasp of it are made of adamantine.
Does he have any pouches on him?
Would you like to just go ahead and frisk him up, see what you get?
Yes, because I would like to have anything that would really put my hands on before I leave.
Sure. You can find 2 greater healing potions. Uh, in his hands is clutched an adamantine axe, like it's very clearly adamantine with a beautiful looking like ironwood handle. However, uh, it seems like it'll be impossible to wrest it from his grip. As for pockets, belongings, you find some rotten food. This fellow's probably been here for some time. Uh, you do discover an adamantine boomerang slid under his like under one of his belt slots. So there is adamantine boomerang possible to grab.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to look at the person and be like, I thank you. I am sorry I cannot ask for this. And then I'm gonna put it with my stuff.
Very
Well,
well.
you're kind of right. If this place, I understand from you and how you're acting that this place is insanely dangerous, and we do need every advantage we can get. So I don't want to be taking this guy's things, but obviously it's not like he's going to be using them.
Yeah, necessity calls.
Yeah.
Now, as you guys are looking over him, you guys have a pretty good passive perception. You can tell that while his face is fixed towards the gate itself, his eyes rest upon something on the ground in front of him.
1 second.
Yes, sir. As you cast your glance around, you notice a intricate stone arrangement in front of you is the best way I can really describe it. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pull this file open.
Okay. Give me a second. I will be right back.
No worries. I guess while he's away, we'll go ahead and pop over to Mackett for a few. So let me get back over to the Valley board. Yeah, sorry. I thought I keep waiting for Arthur to show, but you know,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. That said, Mackett, you, Arthur, and Guard and Naaman make your way to the beach. That's where you guys are headed. The beach here looks.
Do you remember what we were here for?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
That being said, oh, hold up. I have 2 people at the wrong character sizes. There we go. But yeah, the sand before you looks almost pristine. Beautiful white sand. Completely flat. And it just seems to suddenly stop at the edge of the water. The water itself looks kind of coated with a mix of sea foam and a little bit of white mist.
Seeing as we're still transformed into half animals, I would write in the sand, water breathing potion, and I would point Arthur to the water.
All right. Oh yeah, this does kind of count on him, doesn't it? Let's see. I don't know his stats, but I know he's got some points in profession and that he's an alchemist. Mackett, would you do that roll for him? Do a D20 plus, we'll say 7.
Okay, 1 second. I'm not playing in my natural habitat, so everything is lost.
I understand, man.
Fuck it. Game dice. Here we go. There we go.
16 plus 7, nice. Alright. So the result of, that's 23, 24, whatever. Arthur starts headed towards the edge of the water. He gets about halfway across this perfectly flat beach.
Okay, I
Then,
have returned.
welcome back. While you're gone, we went ahead and swapped over to Mackett for a bit.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I can hop back up for another.
And no worries. He gets about halfway across this perfectly flat sand when suddenly Mackett, maybe he doesn't realize it, but you do, are slowly some lines forming in the sand around him. They seem to be making a beeline for his feet.
I would just yell to try to maybe get his attention. I know it's all I'm going to end up saying to him is move, but hey, some warning is better than no warning.
With a loud bellowing moo, you're able to get his attention over the sound of the ocean, given that it's actually quite still out there. He turns his dog-like face back towards you. He seems a bit confused.
I would point down.
He takes note of your direction. He sees the lines in the sand moving towards him. There are 4 of them. He begins sprinting back towards the grass. Just before he gets back onto the grass, a large crab-like claw reaches up, reaching out to grab him, but he's able to get back onto the ground safely. There's a loud thud as maybe the creature under the sands meets the heavy dirt. The lines then move from your position further back out into the sand before disappearing altogether.
1 second. Then would I see like any seaweed like washed up on the beach or anything? Because I know
No,
you
that's
said
what's
something
strange.
about seaweed.
Sea foam. But
Okay.
you see sea foam on the edge of the beach, but yes, seaweed is a potential ingredient of this potion that you're after, yes.
Again, I don't see any on the beach. And then
That's what's weird about this place. Everything seems pristine. Nothing out of place. Nothing strange. Just the strangeness is that is flawless.
I would go like near the edge of the water as much as Mackett would not like to do that. He knows that he's fixing to have to deal with a lot of fucking water anyway, so he goes over to the edge of the water and he starts kind of like splashing around to see if maybe I can make those lines appear again.
Oh, these lines appeared in the sand. Now, you want to approach the edge of the sand? Is that what you're meaning, or?
Yeah. See if we can't, because clearly something here is going to come after us if we go into the water. So, I guess we have no choice.
As you prod around in the sand, you see the familiar lines forming and racing towards where I guess perhaps you're poking it with a stick or your hand or what have you.
Yeah, just trying to get its attention. Basically, I'm waiting for it to come up, and that's probably Arthur there.
Oh, it is Arthur. What's up, Arthur?
Not much. I just got home like 15 minutes ago. and then I remembered, because I saw, that I just cleaned my keyboard. So I had to like dry the keys and then insert everything in order. But now it's done.
Oh, that's fun. I was wondering what
Now
was
it's
taking you.
clean
But,
AF. It's
nice.
beautiful here.
Well, we have just turned over to you and Mackett's turn. We had your character, Chance, going across this pristine, perfectly flat beach.
Mhm.
There were some lines racing towards your character in the sand, like making a beeline for your feet.
Mhm.
Mackett was able to bellow a loud moo in your direction and warn you of them, and you made it back just in time as a large crab-like claw sprung out of the sand and pinched at you. But there was a loud thud as if the creature smacked into the side of, well, whatever dirt wall or clay wall is under your feet now.
Mm. Well, damn. I just have
And
to
that's
start.
exactly where we left off so far, so that's where we're at.
Yeah. Good question. Well, so we're getting attacked by the waves. Is that right?
Well, there's like raised up lines in the sand, like something tunneling under the sand.
Oh,
Uh,
shit. Did we walk too rhythmically or what?
no.
Little green.
No.
You don't
I remember your
happen to have
dog.
a anti-shy hulud kind of tool?
Bork, 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 bork.
Fuck. I will howl "Arr!" and point
Right in the
towards the
sand. I would
point towards the ocean.
I would actually like him sitting here like right in the sand. And
Sure.
but well, yeah, what was he saying?
I'm just pointing towards the ocean where we have to get the water.
Yeah, I would like circle the in the sand water breathing potion. So,
Like, is
I
the entire beach like covered in these lines, or can we see like a pattern?
Well, here's the thing: is the moment that you got off of the sand, the four lines that were racing towards your feet disappeared.
Oh lord. I turn towards the Windian.
He he turns his face to regard you. He looks a little repulsed, but understands you've been cursed.
I have
Dude,
properly
he's a
returned.
fucking bird. Man, okay, whatever. I point towards the ocean and I will motion, you know, like I'm drinking something. And then I will pull out one of the empty potion bottles that I have.
All right.
And I will point towards that. And then I will also point to him, and then me, and then I will wave my hands as if I'm flying.
He nods understandingly. Now just a reminder, Arthur, you do also need a conch shell or
Yeah.
some form of large seashell and some seaweed.
We can solve the seaweed. No, but okay.
And Mecca asked this a while ago. He asked, "Is there any on the beach?" No. This beach is strangely pristine, perfect, not a blemish upon it.
So I would assume that we'd have to go into the ocean in order to gain the conch shell and the seaweed.
That is a good assumption.
Yes. Well, all right. There's only one thing left to do then.
All right.
So
With
how
that,
will he carry me? You know, there are like 3 good options here. The first one is like a backpack, right? The second one is like a princess carry. And the third one is like I'm sitting on his back. I'm not sure how he wants to do this.
all right. With an understanding nod, he looks at you, understanding your request. He kneels down onto one knee. You see his shape changing with a burst of light
Oh
as he
shit!
turns into a large owl.
Dude, if this was Lord of the Rings, we'd be throwing that ring immediately.
With that, he looks at his back, doing a 180 spin of his head, or he raises up a large talon, basically giving you the choice of where you would like to sit.
I think I'll go for the talon because I'll be closer to the ground or water. It'll be easier to pick things up.
He raises his large, razor-sharp talon. He doesn't make any moves to close it. More, he'll probably expect you to sit upon it.
Alright, I will do just that. Since it'll be hard for me to use my violin, I will opt to only use my voice in this scenario.
Mackett, the other talon is offered to you, and he also makes the same motion with his beak to his back.
Who would actually turn around and tell them to go. I'm going to write in the sand. I'll distract the crab. You guys go.
With a nod of his owl-like head, he flies off, suspending Arthur in the air with him. Oh, yeah, let me make him a flying creature real quick. Hold on. Yeet. Oh, yeah, I forgot I didn't make this water too deep. There we go. All right, Arthur, you are now suspended over the water. The activity of the water itself is pretty flat. You've never seen an ocean almost be glass-like before.
I was muted.
Hey.
Okay. So is it like glass clear, like I can see everything, you know?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay. Well, that's a bit odd. I read about this. You know, the like very clear lakes or something. They usually have. I mean, there's the ocean presumably, but yeah, they're like acidic or something. So microorganisms just die, and that's why they're so clear.
Now, Mecca, is there anything you're doing while they're flying over?
Before they get like close to the water, I actually want to start trying to lure the crab over toward my area, and I'll fight the motherfucker if I have to.
Sure. How are you going to lure it?
As they are getting closer to the water, I'm gonna just put both hands, step right there on the sand, and let him come to me.
With a low rumble under the sands, you see not 4, but this time 6 lines headed your direction. You remain there at the side.
Going to brace and ready to attack the first thing that pops up.
Very well. Give me a dexterity save as one of the lines reaches your location, and a large claw the size of you reaches up out of the sand.
Come on, game dice. Don't fuck me today, please. Terrible habit of it. Look at there. So that's 7
Very well.
plus 4 in my deck. So
All right. So the crush of the claw does not seem to penetrate your armor. However, you are pinched in its grasp.
Yep.
This claw hangs out of the air. You see a mound of sand starting to form as something begins to near the surface.
Is it interested in money?
That said, Arthur, we're over to you, buddy.
Well, since this is pristinely clear, can I see any of the ingredients that I would have to procure? Some seaweed, some conch shells.
Well, seaweed is easy to spot just right off the bat with your passive perception. To find an appropriate ingredient for your shell ingredient, I will need a good perception check. At least from this distance.
Perception check. Okay, okay. Now let's see here. My perception is pretty high. I'm a perceptive person.
Who the fuck wants a tobacco scented can? Huh? Who the fuck wants a tobacco?
Okay, so that's a 18.
18. For sure. You actually see something slow and moving across the ocean floor. It looks fairly small from here.
From here, can I
Yeah,
kind of
from the
discern how
water
deep
surface.
the floor is from this place?
You probably guess about 20 feet.
20 feet. It looks pretty small. Okay, and it's slowly moving, like with the waves, or is it walking?
It seems to be some sort of crustacean walking across the floor.
No.
Now, I will say, you can't help but notice several of these walking across the bottom of the floor.
Do they all seem to be walking towards the same place?
Several seem to be going towards the shore, but others just kind of seem to be meandering around.
Okay. Well, I guess it's time for me to perhaps take a dip. If I don't have any secreto technique to make use of.
What are you trying to do, sir?
I'm looking to see if
he's
I
going
can
down
do
to retrieve
something
ship.
to aid me. I don't think I do.
I don't think you have any
But,
swimming songs.
No, I really do not. I could, however, summon Jeffrey and make him go for it.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, with my Song of Heroes, but I promised it's a vacation, so it's not very appropriate.
So you're going for a dip?
Yeah, I don't like smelling like wet dog, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just your head. So.
Yeah,
Anyway, you give a tap on the owl's leg. He flies down towards the surface, and with that, you plunge in. Give me an athletics check to swim in your full gear.
Alright. Should be fairly simple since it's mostly leather. It's gonna be hard to sing while swimming, so no bardic inspiration. Yeah, I'm a lucky man, so I will re-roll that.
Sure, feel free.
Yeet. That's a lot better. That's 17 in total.
I love your weaving of the fates. All right. At first, the water is cold, brisk. quite a different contrast to the late summer air around you. It almost makes your muscles tense up at first, and you feel yourself being dragged down by your armor. However, after a few moments of recuperation and kind of shrugging off the initial feeling, you do find yourself able to be a little more mobile.
Yay. And I will simply begin to start swimming towards one of those more meandering ones.
Very well.
I'm
For the
assuming that
sake
the other ones
of
that are on the mission, so.
for the sake of breath holding, I will need to know your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, it's +2.
+2?
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll get 2 rounds plus your proficiency as far as being able to spend turns underwater.
Okay, so that's 6 in total, because I have 4 proficiency.
Yes, sir. So
Alright.
you can move up to your movement speed in water.
Great. Well, yeah, I have 30 feet. And you said this was 20 feet.
Yes, sir.
So it'll take like about 2 rounds for me to dive down, grab a few crustaceans. How big are they?
Oh, now that
Closer.
you're much closer to them and past the surface of the water, they are quite sizable. They're like the shells themselves are about the size of your torso.
Alright.
Yeah, I will say we are in turn-based mode at this point, so once you
Yeah.
choose to do your movement and action, we'll get back over to Mackett.
Okay, I'm not sure how to do it, or am I supposed to do it under the water?
Do what?
Am I supposed to do it under the water, or
Do what?
like the movement? Or am I only supposed to describe what I'm doing?
Oh, yeah, just describe what you're doing for now. Like I
Oh,
don't have an underwater map here.
yeah, that's what I was like, whoa, you got that too?
Nah, I wish.
Yeah,
Nah,
but that would
Prima has
probably
not been built yet. I need to finish building it.
destroy some PCs too. But yeah, I will take a turn to dive down and scout some more manageable sized crustaceans, and I'll grab 2 of them just to be sure, you know.
Sure.
And
To
I'll
find some
Yep.
smaller ones aside from these big ones, I'll need 1 survival check from you.
All right. I will survive. That's 9 plus 9 plus 2, so that's 11.
With an 11, it does take you a little longer than you expect to find them.
Alright.
You end up having to look under some stones, turning over rocks at the bottom. This takes about 2 of your turns, or 2 of your actions that you could
Okay.
spend underwater.
Okay, so I got
But
4
you do,
left.
yeah. So you do find 2 crabs here, and yeah, they're like fiddler crabs, hermit crabs, whatever you want to call them. But their conch shells are more the size of your forearm rather than your torso. These seem to be
Excellent.
much better specimens.
I will okay, like you know, I'll just grab them. I'll just grab them. And I will swim up with them.
All
20
right.
feet.
I believe you had 10 foot of movement left to find them, or left to go to the surface. I mean,
Yeah, I have
for
like
for
3
the
more.
round.
Yeah. So
All right,
I will
cool.
simply swim up, and I will pack these big shells into my backpack, and then I
All right,
will
cool.
grab one of my empty potion bottles. Let's make it 2 of them, and I will fill them with the seawater that we need as well, as I'm above the surface.
Very well. It's quite a bit going on, but I'll allow it. As far as
I'm doing that in like with all of my remaining.
I
actions.
understand.
They were like 3, 4.
So that being said, you're about 10 foot above the bottom of the ocean. You can't help but notice that your attendance to the bottom has alerted some of the larger ones. With long, spindly, spider-like legs protruding from their sides now, they look up at you. Several of them, hungrily, greedily, with large black eyes. But we'll get to their turn in a minute. Mackett. Macketta. Moo Moo Green Milkman. Mackett.
I'm trying to deal with something else as well. What was it now? There's several crabs heading my way.
Yeah, there were several crabs headed your way. You got picked up by one. It hasn't damaged you yet. There are also several crabs headed Arthur's way under the water, but you don't really know that yet.
Then we're gonna take
But
this
yeah,
boy off
you
at
are.
the joint.
Huh?
I said, then yeah, we're gonna take this crab claw off at the joint. We're gonna Murray's gonna have some crab meat whenever I get back.
Sure. You can use an action to wield your weapon since you have no movement to be able to do so as a free action.
I'll do that, and I'll make that attack roll. I wanna see if I can't get out of this situation that I'm in.
Sure, give it a go.
Hey, there are my dice, finally. Rolled a 13, so 13 plus, I think it's plus 10 for my weapon, so 23 to hit.
23 to hit. You do indeed hit it. There is a shower of sparks as your blade meets the carapace of this crab. That's not normal. However, you do still deal some damage to it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That's not normal. I don't like that. That's a plus 3. 4, 15 damage.
15 damage. Is this from Scalebreaker or what?
Yeah, Scalebreaker, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to know. Alright. As you slash along its carapace of its arm, it does not let go of you. However, you are able to cause some damage to its armor. You can't help but notice some steel-like spindles falling from its hard arm.
Second hit.
Wow.
I would.
Sorry, buddy. You had to use one of your actions to
Okay,
pull out your weapon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Any bonus action for you, sir?
But Naeem's going to see what the hell's going on, and he's going to disconnect from the carriage, and he fitting to come in too.
Yes, sir.
So he's going to make a polearm strike. So that's 16 to hit.
I'm having a little struggle with my controls over here for some reason, randomly. How much to hit, sorry?
16 to hit.
16 to hit. That is not quite a hit on this thing. You see Niang's, I guess, sword arm at this point? Like, how's he swinging?
With his like one of his top arms is like a pole arm, so it has plus 10 to his reach. But he's gonna try to come down on the arm there.
Sure. He swings against it. Yet again, another shower of sparks. Although this blade does not seem to penetrate.
All right. And second attack for him. That is a 21.
21 does hit, yes. So
Okay.
with his follow-up swing, there's another shower of sparks, but this time more armor seems to be falling off.
No, that is 13 points of damage.
13, yes, sir. All right. All set to go there. Need a bonus action from Naeem?
No, not that I know. He doesn't have bonus actions, unfortunately.
All right, fair enough. Why is my middle mouse button not turning the camera anymore?
I just hold Alt and then right click and drag.
Okay, that's one way, but that's weird. I was doing it with the middle click while ago. Weird. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. Sorry. But yeah, now it's the crab's turn, or whatever these crustaceans are. That said, Mackett, you have 3 more coming in at you. Alright, 2 of those miss, but one of those is a nat 20. You see a rather much larger claw come in. It crushes down on the claw that's already grabbing you, causing that to shatter against your armor. However, as it's shattering, the much larger pincer is starting to crush your armor itself. Your armor is going to take 1 point of degradation damage, as well as... you are going to take 17 points of, we'll call this bludgeon damage, as this pincer smashes down around you.
I love that.
As for the other arm that was attached to the crushed claw, you see it just separate, and with another shower of sparks, that arm disappears into the sand. Other arms, like other lines in the sand, I mean, are more retreating away from this larger arm that's just emerged. You feel like, well, maybe something menacing to them or scary to them has now dominated the area. Now, as for Arthur, you have 2 that are springing up at you, trying to leap at you and pinch at your legs as you're making your way to the surface. Go ahead and give me a dexterity save, and we'll see if they actually do any damage to you.
Alright. I'm a dexterous person. Okay. Let's see here. I have 9 dex, so let's roll something not horrible. That's very good.
Oh,
Nat
nice.
20.
All right, so you're able to absolutely escape the grip of the claw itself. However, does a 21 hit you?
Nope. No, yeah, it definitely hits.
All right, so it's not a crushing attack. However, you still take 16. No, I gotta add the strength. You take 20 points of slashing damage as this rakes across one of your lower legs, causing your blood to spatter into the water, also alerting more of the crabs to your location.
Since I got a
However,
nat 20, can I rule of cool to halve the damage?
you're not a rogue, so no.
Oh. Okay, how much damage do you say? 20?
20 flat.
20 flat, okay. All right.
However,
Well, at this
it is
point,
now
I
onto your
will
turn.
start swimming. Yes, I will swim up with yeah. Well, it's 20 feet, right? And I think it was
Oh
10
yeah, it's
feet
just 20
under now,
feet.
and
Yeah,
I have
you
30
can
feet.
definitely
So
get
yeah,
back to the surface.
yeah. I'm getting up to the surface and signaling to the Winian to grab me immediately.
With a low hoot, he swoops down along the edge of the water, his talons stretched out forward. Although he seems to be trying to grab you with the more blunt edges. You take one final look down below you in the water. You see crabs piling on top of crabs, several springing up at you, trying to do their best to grab what would have been a tasty meal. At the last second, you are swooped from the water, splashes trailing across the surface, creating glistening waves in the sunlight as compared to the uh, undisturbed presence from earlier. Uh, with this, do you want the owl to bring you back to the grass?
Yeah, but you know what? I want to drive by the crabs that are attacking Macket.
Sure.
So
At
as
the
as we
present,
fly by, I will use a song.
alright. You play a song as you're flying by. Macket, which seems to be pierced in a steel-like claw.
Does it look like he's trapped?
It does.
Okay. I was gonna use Song of the Morning to blind them and heal us, but maybe this one is more appropriate now. Yeah, I will use Song of Titans. First, I have to succeed the performance, which I will succeed if I don't roll double 3 or under. Okay, so that's a success.
All
And I
right.
will use Song of Titans, which will increase all attuned allies' size by 1 step. It will increase the
All right.
size of their dice as well when they deal damage, and you will get 10 temp HP. And also the enemies will decrease the size of their damage dice by 1 step. And you gain, the ally gains proficiency and advantage to skills and saving throws affected by the strength modifier.
Nice.
So we get stronger basically.
Give me 2 seconds. I got DC from Tailspire. But yeah, sounds good. That will definitely give him advantage on trying to escape the claw. That said, is there anything else for your turn while we're waiting for Tailspire to boot up?
With that, I guess I will just try to land and where's Akan? Well, anyways, I will seek refuge behind Akan and
All
ready
right.
myself for battle.
As you and Akan, oh shit, I'm on the wrong fucking table. Next game. Right, there you go. All right. That's so weird. Why is it doing this? All right. Anyway, let me. I fix my controls later because they're being dumb. Anyway, make your way safely to the ground with a loud, crushing thud of grass underneath you. You fall to the ground in your Titanic form. Now we will go over to Macket. Macket, Just as things are starting to look grim for you, you hear a familiar, thunderous song erupting around you.
I imagine
with
the
that,
song
you-
sounds like the God of War theme song, you know, from the fourth one.
I haven't heard that yet, but maybe one day.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
you feel your muscles contort, your bones elongate. You feel absolutely empowered. You feel like whatever this is grabbing hold of you is a challenge, but maybe so it will be easier.
Since I'm caught in this one claw, and mine's not here next to me, I'm actually gonna see if I can get mine to like keep my legs steady, and I want to like break this claw off, like twist in such a way and bend like the claw back and like break it. Like I want to maim this thing basically.
You do have advantage. You can definitely give that a try. It's going to be a high DC though, my friend.
Like it. I'm also doing tutorials and doing this because I'll have surgery tomorrow. Okay. Yes. 18 plus 4, plus whatever bonus the Titan thing gives. So it's up in the 20s.
A high in the 20s.
24 total.
24 total plus the Titan stuff, or is that with the Titan stuff?
With the Titan stuff, I think I added +2 with that, right?
No, you increase your the dice that you roll, the damage
Oh,
with,
okay.
by 2.
Oh well then,
And
yeah.
so
Well,
you
then.
gain proficiency and advantage with the skills and saving throws.
So yeah,
All right.
I guess.
Mac it with all your mights. Being increased to a large sized creature has definitely made it easier to like wrench the claws from around you. But doing the stunt that you're attempting, you find yourself standing vertically between two pinching claws. It takes all of your might to keep the claws from closing in around you. You feel like you could escape with one more athletics check plus your movement. But as far as the attempt to destroy it, it's not going to happen.
Then yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll give it another attempt to just get out. If I can't if I can't maim it, then fuck it. We're gonna just at least try to get out.
Fair enough. Give me one more athletics check, also at advantage, and give me half of your movement.
That is a 15 plus 4, so 19. Make sure, because that was just a roll. Never mind, that's net 20. Let's fucking go. Get me out of this goddamn claw. That's what advantage is for.
All right. With one thrust upwards of your arms, you're able to send the arm of this thing reeling. With a loud, almost metal-like creak, the pincers relax just for a moment, just long enough for you to hop out and land safely onto the grass. It wasn't a natural, you would have landed on the same, but you're on the grass, and the metal-like claws make a loud groan of metal type sound as they snap back close. You see a single large black glistening eye, almost the size of you in your normal form, peering up out of the sand.
Hell yeah. We'll not do that. I would ask Arthur. I would double check with Arthur. Right here in the dirt. Do you have everything?
Is what I would hear.
Drew?
No, I'm writing in the dirt. Do you have anything?
I'm just pulling up a small crab from my bag, and then my potion filled with seawater, and a thumbs up.
And that's good enough for me. I don't know alchemy, and I would assume we get the fuck out of here.
Excellent idea. I will jump on my trusty steed. Oh no. I guess we'll just jump into the carriage and it'll get drawn by the trusty steed.
Yep. We do that, Jody.
All right, sounds good, my friends. That said, as you guys make your escape, there is a loud rush of sand behind you as the creature itself, which indeed is a crab, very similar to what Arthur has in his bag, emerges from the sand with a small, or not small, hold on. There we go. With more and more pairs of smaller eyes poking up out of the sand, and eventually another rush of sand is heard as dozens and dozens of these crabs raise up out of the sand. Hey,
Okay,
guys,
I
GTFO.
will. As we're making our escape, I will gather for a round or so, and I will use the Song of Darkness. No. Actually, there are so many of them. I'll use the I'll use Song of the Morning in order to attempt to blind them as well as healing us.
Now, Arthur, as you go to play this song, you can't help but hear that it's suddenly drowned out by another more jammy song.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Song of Funk.
At first, it starts out low, quiet. It gets louder and louder. A rush of waves can be heard coursing through the air. And
Jody, I
then
swear to fuck, if we're about to fight the crab from Moana, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna get ganked by the singing crabs.
finally hear it, and so do the crabs. Their morale is suddenly reinforced. They begin bobbing their shells up and down, snapping their claws in the air, watching as what was once their victims are, or what was once their intruders are running away before their might.
Oh,
It's the
Uh,
they're having like a victory thing.
It's the crab rave. Oh
Yeah.
no.
God damn it.
Secret crab level, boys.
I'll let them have this one, I guess. But one day I shall return to crash their rave.
All right, Arthur, you can't help but learn the Song of the Crab. I'll tell you more about it later.
Oh, okay. It gives the enemy crabs.
Oh, God.
Just fucking
So lovely.
itching everywhere. And they're like, fuck, my ballsack, ah.
Anyway, you leave them behind, dancing, hearing their loud metal pincers snap in the air in time to the music. As you retreat further into the forest, one of you two give me a luck roll. It doesn't matter who, just pick one.
Well, I'm a lucky
Sure.
man. Sometimes. Yeet. That's a 61. Better than average.
Don't worry about it.
Now I'm worrying about it.
As you retreat further into the forest, you leave the sound of the crabs and their song behind. Arthur, you can't help but hear or find yourself humming / howling the tune of the song as you rather enjoyed it. That said, you guys have escaped. What do you want to do
Woo.
next?
I'm pulling out the crabs from my bag, and I am coercing them to move out of their shells. I don't necessarily want to kill them, I just want their shells. They'll have to find another house or home.
Very well. These crabs are the size of the smaller ones from the sand. They're not too devastating. Give me a quick dex save as you get them out of their shells.
And now I can finally boost myself. Yeah, that's probably a success. That's 24. No, save
Yep.
you said. So then it's 29.
Yes, sir.
No, 28.
All right. There's a couple loud snaps from their metallic claws, but you're able to get them latched onto, I don't know, maybe the blade of a sword or something that you guys have.
I just have a
And,
dagger and I'm, you know, like just.
Now, one of them does grab hold of the handle for just a brief moment, serving as like a dangerous little scuttling crab. But you're able to wrestle this from him pretty quickly and let him be on his way.
Yeah.
Because more crab memes.
Oh, dude.
Now, if only we had Jared.
It's this one. The gangster crab. Oh yeah, you posted it. I was also thinking about that one. Yeah.
All right. So you're starting
Send
to
them
work
the
on
way,
your
you know.
potion?
God, they are little motherfuckers. Yeah, I mean, does it look like we're safe right now?
One of you guys give me a survival check. See if this is safe to set up camp.
Okay, whose survival check is better? Mine is, I think, +3. No, it's +2 for me. What's yours, Mackett?
I'm in +4, so I'll do it.
Alright.
So, metal D20, don't fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 11 + 4, 15.
15 for the survival.
Si, senor.
All right, you feel fairly confident that you found a good campsite after a few minutes of wandering. Nice flat area, some stones available for setting up a small fire. Even a turned over log that looks suitable for sitting upon.
Nice. Well, this is looking pretty good. I think we'll settle here for a while I'm making the potions. And I'll also make a note of when we are going to the place, we will try to make a detour so that we don't get fucked by the fairies again
Oh,
and Disneyfied.
you guys like the fairies?
Dude, they Disneyfied us, and I also barbecued some of them. I'm not sure if they are angry about that. I don't know.
Ah, semantics.
Alright. I guess they grow like grass. I mean, they probably just got reborn, right?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. Ugh. I am magic. Okay, so that's 22 plus 3. So 23. No, 25.
Well, they do breed like rats, or like goblins. Um, yeah, the ones that you killed are definitely dead.
Oh, okay. Nah. It's like killing a fly. Except these ones were very annoying.
All right. Well, as you guys set up camp, we're gonna go ahead and hop over to the other map.
Yeah.
Get going on this tower some more. All right. towards Tower of Karma. All right. Although, give me a quick second. I'm going to try and change my control back to middle mouse click for camera turning because holy fuck. Map.
Oh. Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Good. We're coming back to us?
We are.
Yeah, I saw the you pop back in and I was all like, oh, that's my sign.
Oh yeah. I'm coming. I'm trying to get my fucking middle click to work again with the camera turning. But being
Yeah.
a bitch.
I understand. I understand. You gotta finish.
Quick Google. Change. Middle
Um,
mouse. Rotate.
would I be able to like take the guy and kind of like pull him to the side, lay him down, and like kind of maybe place his helmet on his chest so it's kind of like to at least do him a little honors.
All right. Describe that one more time.
Would I be able to like kind of pull this guy and lay him down and then take his helmet and like put it in his hand the way like the axe is so I could do him a little bit of honors.
Um, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics aren't bad, but the dice suck. Oh, nice. 17. 20. Modded 20.
Mono 20, nice. You give him a little test push. Yeah, he's not really rooted to the ground or anything, and he's just a bit bulky, a bit heavy. But is there any particular place you want to put him?
I'd probably just like set him on the ground nearby or somewhere where it's like somewhere where I'm at least doing him a little bit of respect. I don't want to just leave him here. Especially with us taking some of his stuff. Yeah, there works.
Sure.
By the
You
tree.
can lay him under the tree.
Oh,
You lay him under
I
the
was-
tree, and indeed his helmet does come off. His helmet also bears the same symbol that's upon his shield. The skull spreading from the center front of the face.
Mhm.
Just adding to the level of intimidation that's upon his face. You lay him down and lay his head, or lay his helmet upon his hands, and with a last solemn look, you lay him to rest.
Awesome.
All right.
Right at the other.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
What, I just got chicken nuggets?
Fucking goated.
Dino nuggets? Sherman, were you
All right.
were you actually here whenever Shody said that he wasn't looking at the tower, he was
Yeah, he was looking at the ground.
All right. So, I take it that's what you guys are checking out next.
Most likely, but carefully.
Sure. There's like a Let's see. The entrance to this tower is guarded by a massive door with an eye-shaped symbol made from flagstones in front of it. The eye symbol is intricately detailed with a central pupil, an iris, and a surrounding sclera, all segmented into movable parts. Well, yeah, I shouldn't say the movable part. But what?
Did you close this or it closed himself? The door.
I didn't close it.
It closed.
Hey. Yeah, I suppose just upon some base observation, some pieces of this stone arrangement do look a bit worn away at parts, giving telltale signs of having been moved in the past.
It's interesting. This might be some kind of entry puzzle, like a lock.
As you say that, Sherman, as you actually take a look towards the door as you say this, you notice that there's a matching eye also on the door. But this one seems to have some kind of panel behind it.
Some kind of panel.
Yes, sir.
So, maybe we must make them match in some way, or look towards something specific.
Is it almost completely identical?
They look pretty much identical, yeah.
For my daily.
Individual pieces move, or does like this entire eye rotate?
As you mess around with the stones to kind of see what moves and what doesn't, you can definitely tell that the pupil itself can rotate, and it feels like it can be moved up and down, but only slightly. The iris, the middle ring, several segments can be rotated or shifted. And the sclera, the outer ring, is made up of multiple larger flagstones, some of which seem like they can move, some of them seem more permanently in place.
This can move individually in rotation.
As you feel along these stones, under like the dust and dirt, you can't help but feel a slight impression under some of the dirt upon one of the stones.
A slight impression.
Mhm.
I wish I knew more of this door.
Fair enough.
I wish we had these bigger eyes to go on that. I move the pupil back.
Sure, you can try and move the pupil. As you go to move the pupil, it does not seem to budge. It does wiggle like it can, but mechanically, it does not seem to.
So there's like that little bit of give you get when something can move.
Yeah, like testing the lock of a door.
Yeah, but like it's obviously in that locked position and it's not going anywhere.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, can this turn freely? Is it also gonna
you actually find that some of these lift away, where you can actually lay some of them in different places.
Oh, so it's maybe a combination, and we have to replace the stones until we get the right combo.
You do find more impressions which lie just under the dirt padding on top of all these stones.
Match the impressions of the stones.
So the symbols that you said like are on the outside here, right?
They're on the second and outer ring.
So this one too?
Yes.
Okay. And these and both these and these are like I can pick them up and put them in a different spot?
Pretty much.
Does it
In
look like
fact-
these are interchangeable, or is it definitely this piece would never go over here?
The middle ring does not seem to correlate with the outer one.
Okay.
Now, I will
Um,
say, Sherman, as Murr has done some walking around here, some of the dirt's been kicked off one of these stones. You find it to be some kind of strange rune. Or rather, the impression that was upon it turned out to be some kind of strange rune under all the dirt.
some kind of symbol or rune. Okay. Can I start brushing away more runes?
All right. As you busy yourself using your branch-like hands, brushing away some of the dirt almost as effective as a broom,
Hell yeah.
you do find that each of these has an individual rune.
Able to read these runes at all?
Give me an Arcana check.
Um, 17 plus 17 plus what? 28.
As you stop and study the runes, they do seem to be magical in nature, at least. Um, it is the language of magic, per se. You're able to detect various warding spells, various different elements. Um, However, you're not quite sure about the nature of these things. Like, you're not quite sure, are these runes for solving the puzzle, or are they potential traps, or if you get them wrong?
I don't know this spell. Probably won't work last time. Is there any way to like group the runes that are similar in nature together?
Well, all these stones do seem to be movable, except for the people.
Or put them in like designated locations where symmetrical in nature?
Does the door have the same symbols on it?
You can't really tell from here, but would you like to get meander closer to the door and check it out?
Uh, well, here goes nothing.
Remember, the fairies did say something around
Oh, you're right. All right, let's see if I can't be clever.
I put my hand closer to my
So that's funny and all, but that does in fact work if you do it right.
I mean, you guys want to take a perception check to look closer at the door? You're welcome to.
Yeah, I'd like to try and get a good. I'd like to try and eyeball that door without getting too close to it.
All right. You don't really notice any runes upon the rings of the eye on the door, like on that panel.
Ah. Okay.
But you do notice that there is a knocker-like handle on the bottom of this panel.
Okay. So maybe that's how we like input. That's our lever to see if we're right. Is my guess. Um Okay, is there any sort of like correlation between the symbols? Are some of them like identical to each other? I think this is what Mur was asking a minute ago. Uh like what's the grouping on them? Or are each of them unique?
Let's see here. Let me check my notes. You do notice that each of the inner ring, like around the pupil, the iris, uh, the stones of the iris seem to be carved with varying colors, as far as like the input of the runes.
Okay.
Now on the outer positions, uh, the like ring of the eye itself as a whole.
Hmm.
Let's see. These seem to be a mixture of alchemical runes in nature.
Ah. Alchemy. We know somebody who knows a thing or two about alchemy. They aren't here, but I've seen a thing or two.
Wait, is a Mur also alchemy?
He's a cook.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to argue semantics, technically, that is as real as alchemy gets is cooking.
True, true.
You do be cooking.
I left out one important detail.
How dare.
Yeah, my bad. Mur, the runes on the iris, they are carved in different colors and emit different colored lights. They don't seem to match any specific like elements or magic, however. So the iris, no relation to any real magic as far as we know. They're just carved in different colors. And the outer ring is carved with alchemical symbols. They're all different colors. In fact, in their current presence, they seem to change colors just very slowly, like a kind of like RGB keyboard lighting up slowly over and over.
Hmm.
Blue. Let's see. Have you moved any of these yet? Well, any of the stones. Correct. Okay.
So, yeah.
What is the amount of stones that matter actually?
Oh, like numbers?
The number of iris stones in comparison to outside.
Yeah. I'll just say this is more of a kind of general shape rather than any specific number of anything.
We've never got anything going.
No.
Solve a puzzle couldn't be us.
If the other eye was present, it might be it. So
I'm getting in the shower.
non-magical rainbow
Okay.
lights, rainbow runes, magical items,
Oh, 1 second.
and then
I'm sorry, my internet cut out. What'd you say, Josh?
I said non-magical rainbow runes on stones, and then magical runes on
Yes, sir.
are the outside ones any particular color? Or are they also
Uh, they all just seem to kind of glow with a white magic.
Does the pupil have any color?
Compared to everything else, the pupil just seems to be made of some kind of black stone.
Pupil is marked in place. Can't really say that if it's all black, then you're in the correct configuration.
Okay, sorry. Do we have any new information?
Outer eyes is like a light color. These are rainbow, but the eyeball is black. I would assume that this would be the lock position, so it's the correct position. So if you make everything black, or it's just
Well,
a fucking eyeball and it's just a rainbow iris.
yeah, that's what I don't think it's I don't think making everything black would work. Um so my thought would be to organize these in a way that it is like a proper rainbow. I don't know if it currently is or not, but like, well, yeah, but if it's like, if it looks like a rolling wave of color, as opposed to them all being just scattered random colors, like I don't know if that's the thing we're doing. You know what I mean?
Like you said, it was like RGB keyboard changing color lights.
Yeah. Do you want to try moving any of the colorful tiles? Sure.
Uh, sure. I will pick up a tile and I will swap it with another tile.
Oh, my internet's being a bastard. 2 seconds.
You're good.
Yeah, it's very cloudy here.
Quick, use this time to look under the puzzle to see the answer on the back of the box.
You guys can try that, but you can't look up.
No, we'd flip it over while you're not here, so you don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. It seems that my internet has stabilized for the moment, so carry on.
So, yeah, but I'd take two, and I would swap them.
Sure. Uh, as you pick up the two, all the colored lights fade away. As you place them into their opposite slots, you suddenly get the color green around the entire iris.
Okay. So now it's green. Why purple? Okay, so acknowledging which two I switched, can I grab one of the ones I switched and then a different one and swap those?
Sure. You swap those around, you get the color blue.
Okay, so swapping these two. When that one was there and that one was there, that was green. Kind of make a little note of that. That one was there, that one was there. We got blue.
Sure, you can kind of recall where you last picked up things from.
Oh yeah, I'd even want to pull out like something and like kind of make a note so that way I know.
Sure, and this is what we were working up to. I want you to give me an intelligence check to get the color. What color did I say you want?
Purple.
Purple. All right. You can make an intelligence check to get purple with advantage as you carefully remark what makes what.
Not 12. Wait, 12, yeah.
12. After trying and trying and trying, you get red, blue, green, orange, a new kind of like neon blue. You're getting pretty much everything else except purple.
I'd most likely continue to attempt and making note each time, as I'm sure my notes are getting more and more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would still try to kind of, okay, well, when this and this and that, and so that was this.
Fair enough. Now, Murray, if you want to assist, I can allow Sherman to make another roll.
I mean, I have higher intelligence.
You feel like you might be interrupting a process, but if you want to, you can do it at a higher DC.
I mean, he's right here with me. I could be explaining to him out loud as I'm doing things.
Are you?
I don't see why not.
Fair enough. In that case, Murray, just give me a roll.
30, 20.
30, 20. You know, it takes you some time, but after getting a bit frustrated, you kick one of the stones, and hey, suddenly you have purple.
Yeah, purple does usually require violence.
Now, once you get purple, you can't help but notice that this glow of purple matches the gems upon the bridge. I'm so glad you guys suggested purple first. But anyway,
Have you met us?
the eye glows purple, and there is a slight click sound the moment that the light fades away.
Could we knock now?
I should say that well, yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead with what you were doing.
I'll not. Oh, wait, no, I have to.
I'd be ready. I'll just ready up for potentially us getting fucking
I was literally
stomped on.
Murray wandered towards the door knocker. As you reach the door, you raise your hand, you reach out, and nothing seems to be happening. You're at the door.
I knock with the knocker. And
You gotta raise the. Fucking internet. Fuck. You gotta raise the knocker, and as you do, you feel the entire panel lifts up with it, exposing some kind of hole behind the panel.
Fun.
How big is the hole and what is the shape?
It is square, much like the panel itself. It's probably about a foot in diameter, or width, whatever you want to say. Width, length, height, whatever. But more importantly, there is a large red lever behind this panel.
Fingers crossed. Sharpen in my
Alright. Mur, as you reach in, I need you to give me a constitution save.
Natural one. He explodes.
Not a natural one, but one is involved.
11. Let's see. With a fast singing of a blade, you take 26 points of slashing damage as a blade presses down immediately upon your wrist the moment you get near the blade, or near the lever. You feel that there's some kind of force stopping you from reaching the lever itself, and the blade is just a mere punishment of that.
So we got hurt for reaching for the lever.
Is the pupil the same size as his body?
No, the pupil is quite round, and it looks much larger than the size of the hole.
Size of the hole.
Huh? Yes, sir, it is. Welcome to the door of the Mega Dungeon.
Yeah. But even if I wouldn't have been able to touch the lever if I wanted to. So there's like a physical force basically.
Yeah, it's like the moment your fingertips got near the blade, it seemed to kind of magically trigger something within the door that sent this blade your direction. With that, the Constitution save was for the sake of, well, basically saving your hand if it would get chopped off or not. You got higher than 10, so I allowed you to keep your hand.
I don't know how losing appendages actually works though.
Fair.
Now, I will say that the cut is quite grievous and has definitely wounded your hand. Or your wrist, rather. I'll say,
So I got a big ouchie now.
yes, sir, you do. Until your next long rest, you'll have a -2 to dexterity.
Mod or total?
Yes, sir.
Fuck no. Pretty severe for a hand injury.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
I also
almost
didn't-
lost it completely.
I also didn't hear you. Did you say the mod or the total?
From the total. So basically lose one mod, basically.
So is it possible that it's not purple? Or is it possible that we need to figure out some other means of hitting the door
Well, we didn't
knob?
stone.
So yeah, I guess we're not we're not doing awful.
As you mentioned that, Sherman, you notice the lights is no longer in the iris. Like, there's no more light to this puzzle except for the transmutation symbols. However, also observing that, you notice that one of the transmutation symbols has gone dim. Or perhaps it was always dim. You're not quite sure.
You said the purple remained the same purple as
Oh, fucking internet. Why? Say that again about purple, Josh. Sorry.
I said you said that iris was the same color as the purple crystal. The crystals all
Yes, sir. They are all purple. But as for the iris itself now, it has gone completely dark as if mundane stone.
is the outer eyeball still
It is still white in places except for one specific tile. Uh, would you like to look at the rune on that tile?
yes.
You notice that this is the alchemical rune for earth or stone.
I put dirt on top of it.
Nothing seems to happen.
I feeded a chicken nugget.
I mean, if you're feeding me chicken nuggets, then hey, you guys can go ahead to the top. Anyway,
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
yo, Wendy's nuggets? Fuck, you guys beat the game.
Sweet.
And it's a 40 bucket. 40 bucket.
And they sauce those nuggies now too.
It's also
Nice.
They were good. I had some the other day.
like throw some dirt into the hole that cut my hand.
Sure. You lift up the panel, toss in some dirt. Nothing really seems to occur.
Oh, some dirt can go touch the lumber, but I can't. I don't really know what to do. I just know the symbol better than alchemy.
I'm not sure what we'd even do. I'm thinking, given the scale of this place, maybe we split up and go find Mackett and bring them here, since alchemy is involved. Mackett and Arthur. Arthur will know a thing or two, and we'll have an extra person to think. What do you mean?
I mean, do you guys want to leave?
Larry said that anyone that came in never left
We never went in.
past the threshold.
Oh. I guess I'll see if there's anything preventing us from walking back through the gate.
Sherman, as you walk back down the bridge, nothing really seems to happen.
I go through this just fine. I think you cut out. I didn't hear you.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Nothing happened. You are fine.
All right. So they were most likely referring to people who actually went in or probably failed at the puzzle too spectacularly. It's not failing too spectacularly. My Iron Man. I guess let's.
As you head away from the tower, the lights of day seems to kind of start filling your senses again. The air becomes a little more less hazy and more breathable. You realize maybe you guys were starting to feel a little anxious in there. But all the same, as you leave, the light of day continues and you are able to get away from that dark fog. You can now see properly.
Sweet. Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. All right, you guys are going to go find Mac and Arthur?
Yeah.
All right, very well. We're having to reload too many maps, too many times. Oh, hey, look! A middle mouse camera move seems to be working again out of nowhere. Why? Whatever. Anyway, to prevent having to move maps too many times or bullshit like that, Mackett and Arthur, we're gonna theater of the mind this for a bit because really at this point, you guys are really just cooking up a potion and doing travel, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to get to the water spirit to save Nazar's ass.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
He keeps on getting pounded or something.
Ooh
Ravaged,
woo.
even.
All right. Let's see. How's our time? Start 11, 12,
it's
1.
getting close.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of our 3 hours. For the sake of time, while you guys are stationary brewing your potion, which smells awful, can we say that Sherman and Murr find you guys? You guys go with that?
Like, do they want to meet us up for the thing?
Yeah, we'd be trying to meet up with you.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
but
that's fine.
where would we meet up though? Like at the lake or on the way to the lake?
I just while you're brewing your potion, like out in the little camp spot you guys just found.
All right.
All right, cool. Arthur, go ahead and give me some alchemy rolling, bro.
All right. How many do you want? Just one.
Just the one.
All right. I've got
So,
+8, so this will be a jiffy, you know.
all right.
Okay, but that's still 17. I'll take it, I think.
So 17.
Yeah.
All right. You brew this potion. It takes roughly at least maybe 2 hours or so before you start seeing any real progress.
Yeah, I mean,
While
it's a
this
new potion for
potion,
me, so.
yeah, while this potion isn't too tricky in nature that you found, it is your first time working with it. Uh, as the hours pass by, Mecca, is there anything you're doing as he's hunched over a cauldron like a witch?
I would like to find a way to maybe get rid of this curse that we have.
Oh yeah,
See it.
your condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would be like barking at Macket or Akan to make them, you know, like get the alchemist up, like, "Brr!" And I'll just point to the my alchemy kit.
Yeah. With my very little connection to nature, I would like to see if maybe there is something that I know now in the mystical realm of now knowing shit to get rid of this.
Hmm. Sure. Give me a wisdom check.
Hey. Come on, Splitty, don't fuck me.
There you are. There's the last little baby.
17.
He was like following you the whole time.
Yeah, 17 total. Yeah.
Nature is best when it's at peace in most cases. The thought occurs to your brain that maybe this is the same rule for the Fey creatures and how they interact in nature. It occurs, hey, let's just go say you're sorry.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I would actually right in the dirt next to him. I'll be back. I'm gonna take I'm probably not gonna like this, but I'm probably gonna take some of the rations from Murr's cart that is on the cart on our cart. Take like 5 or 6, and I'm gonna go to the place where we found them. And
Fair enough.
once I get there, I'm going to set the rations out, all just right there, and in the dirt, I'm gonna write "We're sorry." I'm genuinely apologize.
All right. So as you show up to the area, a single fairy comes out from the bushes. He regards you with a look of disdain, but also a look of hilarity behind his eyes as he sees your condition. Oh, someone took care of you, huh? What you do? Steal one of us? Use us for magic?
I'm gonna shake my head.
Oh, right. Can't speak.
Macca didn't do anything. He was just there. They all of a sudden started swarming. If I remember right.
Well, you do find yourself in a strange place here. It looks deeper into the woods where you can see the familiar, strangely carved stone with the door on the front. You didn't trespass, did you?
In the dirt, was scared. Tried to hide.
He gives a loud cackle. Oh, well, there's unfortunately a curse upon that door, boy. You see, it shows it shows a more natural side to us, something that our personalities kind of connect to, a persona almost.
Uh, uh. Persona?
Sure, with the F.
Mass destruction?
But
Yeah, that's it.
Brett, are you hearing me now or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just having to talk as if I'm on the phone now. Heck, hold the phone up.
Gotcha. But as a curse upon that door, it brings out a specific side of us into a more physical form. Uh, I think everybody was just having fun once they saw your face. With that, he looks around. Why is that tree burned half to death?
Pretty normal phenomenon.
What was that, Mecca?
I genuinely forgot. Like, yeah, didn't like going on this side. I can't remember. I think Arthur tried to light it on fire.
Yeah, he burned like 20 fairies.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, they were interrupting my shit. Obviously thought they were hostile.
Damn.
You don't know. I don't know either. But, whatevs. Oh, you're looking to get that condition removed, huh?
I'm just nodding my head.
He looks down at your meager offering. Well, that ain't gonna cut it. No, nope. You're gonna have to come inside.
Say less.
I love it when Mackett is the one that has to pay for my mistake. I was in the woods cooking.
I love it when fairies ask me to come inside.
Oh
Ooh.
god damn it.
With that, Mackett, you are grabbed by one of your cow-like ears and being pulled towards the door.
Yep, I guess I'll go.
All right. Well, everyone say farewell to Mackett as he enters the very precipice of the Feywilds.
I mean, technically, I have a Fey background.
You're a mole person reflavored to a goblin. Shut up.
Hey, you're the one that gave me Fey shit as a racial trait, not me.
Got him.
I blame you. But anyway, like, are you wanting me to regret my choices of letting you be a goblin?
I mean, I'm already a goblin, bro. Let's go.
All right. I'll make sure to let Jade know. Anyway, that said, you are being ushered towards the door, brought past the door. You can't help but feel the tingle of natural energies all around you. You are being escorted down into deeper tunnels which lead to the lakeside that you and Arthur saw before that had the throne. Upon the throne sits a fellow donned head to toe with various blue and purple tattoos. He wears clothing made of rather fine-looking different plant fibers and leaves and such. Some of them seem to glow silver as they make like a wreath of a headband around his head. He regards you silently as you are brought forth.
I'll just lay the rations down and attempt to explain my situation.
Sure. You find yourself able to speak in here. It is as if your jaw has suddenly unlocked in such a way that you are able to use your bovine-like mouth to actually form words. Feels weird, and your voice is a lot deeper, but you pull it off.
I would explain that me and my friend were sent here by Mother Nature herself.
No, Trent. You got to do a low Mackett voice.
I can't do that. That Mackett already strains my shit enough as it is. I can't do no low Mackett voice. What the fuck?
I mean, you're the one who chose to be a goblin. That's not my fault.
Yeah, you're right. It ain't my fault. It ain't your fault. And it's also not my fault. My voice can't do that shit.
We'll settle for a low voice rather than a Mackett voice.
I can't.
Play
I'm
around, bitch.
smiling too much. I can't. I'm smiling too much, motherfucker. Like you.
Uh,
Yeah. I, I would go about explaining everything as much as I could.
wow, ruined the VOD.
Yeah,
Our
I did.
fans wanted to hear the low cow voice.
Our two fans.
Our only fans.
Ayo.
TM.
soon. What exactly do you explain?
I explain everything up to the point of what had happened, like the misunderstanding, what we thought was happening whenever we got transformed. I'm going from pretty much the start of the day to now.
You mentioned that Arthur burned 20 elves or fairies.
In self-defense.
In self-defense, indeed.
In self-defense. Your persuasion roll, Mac.
You know, I really don't like that because that's a 0 on my sheet. That's my only 0. My
Oh, you
charisma
know,
is dog
since
ass.
you're saying that, since you're saying that, how about disadvantage since you're also a cow and also a goblin?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that'll be enough. That's reason enough.
Okay, so disadvantage because I'm cow and goblin. Got it.
And plus 20 other people died.
Yeah. Well, that's not terrible, I guess. 7. We'll go with 7. Yeah, hot 7.
Oh dear. I mean,
Mm.
oh move. This perhaps king of the fairies sits
But I will
in
say
quiet,
I don't tell any lies because never lies
sit
on
in
the cliff.
quiet contemplation. The moment you brush over the fact,
I don't brush over. I explain in detail what happened. Fuck that.
the moment you try and say in self-defense, it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
He raises a hand sharply, as if to silence you. He doesn't want to hear any more bullshit. He waves what looks like to be 20 fairies over your direction, and you are suddenly encircled by a lot of tiny spears poking at you. You see these fairies?
Just nod.
You see these? You see these 20 men around you? These are the 20 fathers of those 20 that you have slain.
I'd actually turn around and say, I didn't do it. Guy up top did.
I did. I did. Goblin out, bro. Goblin out. Very well. You'll bring us the one who did.
How about I take you to him?
He casts his eyes around his kingdom, looking among all the glowing mushrooms, twisting vines, all manner of plants that seem to move on their own, and the swarms and swarms of fairy citizens, soldiers, and guards. No, I think we'll do things better here. Oh, you have. How far is your camp from here?
Do I remember how far?
It's about a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, I would say about 20 minutes, yeah.
Or you have 10 minutes to get. And these 20 fine fairies will give you a nice escort, keep you safe from the woods.
Okay.
With that, You have a swarm of 20 fairies huddled behind you. Their pikes standing up vertically next to each of them, propped on their shoulders, very dutifully, as each of them has a glaring set of eyes fixed upon your back. With that, you're escorted to the door and out into the normal world once again. You find that with a quick contortion of your lower arms, your hands have now become hooves.
They're furifying
Oh.
you even further.
Also, your green skin complexion has now been replaced with white with black patches.
This is so fucked.
Sorry, I thought you were playing a goblin, Mac. I didn't know you were playing a fucking minotaur. Like, fuck.
I mean, that wasn't in the fucking book, but
All right. You make your way back to town, or not town, back to camp just in time to find Murr and Sherman coming into the clearing just opposite you. Arthur, you're suddenly surrounded by your party, as well as the thrumming of dozens of wings in Macket's direction.
I didn't know that dogs could whistle.
Duh, that's why there's a dog whistle. Uncultured.
Con.
He's right over there. Doing the potion stuff.
Okay. Akon points to the wolf-headed man, which is clearly wearing Arthur's clothes.
And my big ass insignia.
You finally get rid of it.
No, of course not. This is her right there. It was cursed or something. And it smells like wet dog now, so I'm trying to keep my distance. You hear a ruff, 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 ruff.
Well, you can't say shit now, can you?
Ruff. I throw a piece of a shell at you. That I don't need anymore. Brrr. Ow.
Back at the
I
fairies
ignore
behind
the
you
trap.
murmur, "Oh, he's still hostile."
I mean, I took him to him. Not my fault what happens to these 20 whenever they get up close to him and Mackett or Sherman and Mercy him.
Arthur, you suddenly see and hear simultaneously at the same time 20 fairies darting your direction. They seem to be surrounding you, some of them pulling at your, like, the shoulder of your jacket. Some of them pull at your elbows. It's clear they're trying to take you someplace. Murr and Sherman, you guys can also spot this.
What is happening? That is a very that is a very active dog.
One of the fairies spots you, Sherman. Some fairies have a high regard for Grassman. Oh, don't mind us, citizen. We are simply taking this thing into custody for slaying 20 of our people. Our children, in fact.
Oh. Might I ask, you know he did this?
There are sharp glares from the 20 fairies, each individually slowly turning to look at you. Do not
It
make
is
us slay a tree.
or what?
Oh, they're threatening.
Asking to ensure innocence. Did you not? Are you not angry that your people were slain unjustly?
Our people did what they must.
And as I asked, you know he did it?
Several of them exchanged glances and then looking at the dog face of Arthur. Well, he's wearing the same clothes at least.
Okay. Well, is that all the evidence you have? I would hate for someone else of innocence to lose their life.
Oh, very well. We can lift this curse from him back at the conclave.
Am I done with the potion at this moment?
Sure, yeah, your potion's finished.
Right. I'll pack everything up, and I'll agree to go to that conclave. Because I don't want to be a barking dog forever.
And if we find out he has done something wrong, we will ensure that he is punished as well.
You seem like a fair person.
It is
We regard the
important.
trees highly. You are allowed to come back with us. Keep your cow. With that, two of them push Mackett forward. Although you see that you basically see a small cow on wearing Mackett's clothes on 2 feet with hooves, cow head, and the complexion of a cow.
Oh, well, that is... was it a smart idea to leave the two of them alone?
Wait, hold on. Where is the fucking bird gardener in all this? He can fucking stick up for what happened. We were fucking attacked first.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would rather not meddle in the affairs and politics of another nation.
This fucking guy. He's like, bro, I wasn't even here, man. I didn't see nothing. I didn't hear nothing. Wasn't me.
And I will
Wasn't
write in the
me.
dirt. I will write in the dirt at his feet. If you do not help, your armor will not get repaired. Can't swing a hammer if I have hooves.
Well, you see what happened was.
What happened was...
With that, he gives his side of the story. Let's see how his persuasion roll goes. In the face of grieving fathers who are irrational, they fall on deaf ears. Although Sherman, you have been told by a rather neutral party that these two were being teased and toyed with, being prevented from their mission by an invisible wall of fairies who were playing a joke. However, instead of playing along with the game, fire was used to clear the way. And yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you all have dug yourselves into quite a deep hole. And getting out of it will not be easy. I hope I would kind of look over at the barking dog. I hope you're prepared for a few new rules of your own.
Roof, 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 as I pull out the book.
Enough of this. The
Yes,
fairies start shoving him.
I can agree with that at least.
The fairies start shoving him back towards their enclave.
And they said I could follow, right?
They said that you are allowed because they prefer trees.
I'll follow behind. On the way, trying to think of, God, I have to be a fucking lawyer. Oh my god. Think of some kind of defense or punishment that doesn't get him killed.
So, we will leave that for next time.
Thank you. I am running out.
Oh yeah, we all finished.
My fuel is low.
Yeah, you have a week to
You
write
have
the
an
thesis
entire
on
week to prepare a
defense.
lawyer type defense.
Oh my god, I need to watch some Better Call Saul.
Oh, yo. This is a good pun because it has to be watertight. Anyway.
This is why your character's probably gonna die.
Oh, goddamn.